Good morning. It is your friend CryptoFace. And it's actually hard to come up with words. You know, how do we sum up this weekend in just a few words? You know, words cannot describe. Could have been a lot worse. But this video is going to be about price action, Sunday going into Monday. There's something that I've never seen before on Bitcoin in its eternity that's a bullish, I think. And then you know, well, there's a couple other things too. Never have I seen on the daily this, where the RSIs on the daily are completely inside of each other. We've seen it, you know, sometimes we see it on other time frames, but I've searched in the past, and you know, if you don't know that when the RSIs are both together with market cipher, they're color coded. Especially when they're on the bottom, it's green in coming up. It is strong. The move to the upside should be strong when they are farther apart. You know, it can still go up, obviously, but it is most likely not to stay there as long as if they are close together. In this case, they are inside of each other. And I go back, you know, I've gone back all the way, and haven't seen it. Can't, you can do it yourself. We have to go very far back. I mean, real far, to 2015, and it's not there. The last time that I believe we were closest, oh, here we go. Let's enhance this. Okay, so here we go. I know the screen's very messy, but I'm going to make it look much better here. December of 2018. Let's go to a different chart. Let's go to a cleaner chart. December of 2018. Where the hell am I? There we go. December 2018, when we hit the $3,000 bottom, was the last time these RSIs on the daily were so close to each other, inside of each other, and you know, down touching the zero line, the bottom. And so I'm taking that as a potentially very good sign. But that, you know, the 12-hour money flow has very nice curvature. And in the immediate short term, of course, this has to be one of the most beautiful spider line touch examples in a long time. We've been saying that this range has been a range where the price action is super volatile. It slices all the way through more times than not. Boom, 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 boom. It's like 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times. The price just went all the way through. And so now we've had this price come all the way through, and it's even come up here. 65K, I think, is a worthy target in the immediate short term. I've taken profits on my trades, but I'm still hanging in there. It's Sunday night. Sunday night is for Chinese selling. Sunday night is Chinese selling. And the past few Sundays, the selling has started earlier than it did this time. And we're going to see what today brings us. Tight trigger wave here on the 30-minute. Still in my trade. What did we take? 122,000 realized, down to 61,000. Obviously, my average entry has gone up considerably. So I wanted to secure profits, but I still wanted to be in this one and I'm fundamentally staying in this position because I believe what happened this weekend fundamentally can be bullish for Bitcoin and is a reason why people would want to have exposure to Bitcoin, whether it's institution or ETFs, whatever, you know, when the leader of the free world, you know, has an attempt on his life and a bullet take a piece off his ear. That's some serious stuff. Only good presidents get assassinated. Abe Lincoln, Martin Luther King, JFK, and man, we got lucky. The past few weeks have been absolutely amazing. The best trading for me this past, time has been just like a wormhole for me. I don't even know how long it's been. It could be 2 months, a month. I don't even know how long it's been, but I have just been on a roll. 50K, 100K, 100K, 50K, 50K, 150K, 50K, 100K. And then taking like 30%. I've been taking about right at 30% of my gains, taking it off and putting it somewhere safe. Because I've done this long enough to know that my ego, after multiple amazing trades, it's when that's when your ego is your biggest adversary, at least for me. I can only speak for me, but I imagine it's the same for many others. So we have fun, you know. I have fun doing this. This is, as I'm sure you would too. Some of you do. Many of you do. The testimonials you guys have been writing in the Market Cypher Discord. The people, you know, I'm so thankful. I'm just so thankful. And I don't know. I guess I don't want to go on tangents here. This video is supposed to be about price action. Boy, this 30-minute potential super tight trigger wave right here. Come on, 65. Come on, 65. Now, when this bullish stuff happens, there is a lot of money that wants to come in that cannot come in until Monday. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more bullish action today and then maybe had some sell-off, you know, maybe later in the week. Maybe not. Maybe we just keep pumping. The last time the RSIs were inside of each other, they were a little bit closer to the zero line. They were a little bit lower, but this is, you know, the 12-hour money flow curvature, and this is like across the board. The 6-hour curvature of the money flow. Look at these RSIs. These are tight RSIs, and you know, momentum, just like price action, it wiggles. It wiggles, just with the price, wiggles, and it might wiggle up here and boop, boop, hit that 605, kabing, kada boom, bada boom. If we can even, if this range, I knew this range was going to be special, and it really has been for me, and I know it's been for so many of you. And my Lord, you just cannot argue against these spider lines. They are simply trend lines. That's all they are. They're just trend lines drawn from a specific place after a major bear trend drop and a first pivot reset back. And they flow with the price action. It's been working for us for almost a decade. Time goes by fast when you're having a good time. Money flows thick. The weekly we have, look at the weekly. The weekly we have potentially outwardly curved VWAP oscillation. Potentially, it's not really outwardly curved yet. I mean, it doesn't always have to be outwardly curved. It's better if it is, for sure. We see momentum potentially clipping. And the price has come down a lot from the highs. This head and shoulders has 100% played out. 100%. Remember when we were here 3-4 weeks ago? We were here 3-4 weeks ago when we got this red dot, and it was like, oh shit. 67,000, prices come down, 20% since. And so it's come down, and now it has to come back up a little bit. I'm so glad that I just remembered our old analogy for when you go rafting. When you are rafting in the white Colorado Rapids. Here is your raft. This is our raft. And in the raft, you have Billy and Sally. Here's Sally and here's Billy, and they have their life jackets on. Now, when Sally falls overboard, and Sally will fall overboard, there's always someone overboard when you're rafting in the rapids. If you haven't done it, it's amazing. So now that Sally fell overboard, she needs to get back up into the raft. And Bitcoin is been in this range. Sally has been overboard, going, help me, Billy, help me. And Billy's been trying to grab her, kind of, Billy can't get her up. So what do? If you are rafting or on a boat and someone falls overboard and you are in river rapids, in a tide, waves crashing, I mean, we're not talking about still waters. What you must do, what Billy must do, is Billy grabs Sally's life jacket, right on the shoulders of the life jacket, and he says, Sally, I'm going to count of 3. I'm going to dunk you. I'm going to push you down even further into the water. I'm going to give you a quick countdown, so I'm not going to do it with... So she has water and salt water and shit coming in her nose. You can say, 3, 2, 1, boom. And Billy's going to push Sally down, just like this price action, broke down through resistance. And guess what? That creates the counter buoyancy. And here comes Sally back in the saddle again. So this is 100% possible. Now, how, what does it mean to get Sally back in the boat? Does it mean Sally's in the boat? Does that mean yeehaw? Or does it just mean yeehaw? And we live to fight another day, be it as it may, see what the future holds. I try not to get too wrapped, unless I am confident what is going to happen in the far future. And sometimes I have been. Right now, just focused on the trade in May, the immediate short term. Let's get Sally. So we pushed with that. Sally went overboard. 20%. Sally went overboard. We grabbed the life vest, pushed it down under everybody's stop losses. Stop. Now Sally's buoyancy's coming back up, and we're gonna enjoy that with Sally. If we got Sally in arms, we saved the day. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Previously in this zone, this zone, actually it was this zone. This is what we've been talking about for the past few weeks or however long it's been. The price has come up and danced on these spider lines before. I think it can come up and dance again. 67, 67,000, 65,000. And then, dance and up. Hell, maybe come down to 49.50. So I've secured profits. Withdraw, I've been withdrawing roughly 30% of my profits and doing whatever I'm doing with it. And we're going to see what this day brings us. We're going to see how much Sally can come back. And, man, I'd rather be, I'd rather walk away with 122,000 than short the market. A day or two after a good man, almost. What do they say in Gladiator? What does she say? Is the glory of Rome worth the life of one good man? Is the glory of Rome worth one good man's life? Yes, it is. But not a God King, not Trump's life. Okay? Gladiator was just a guy fighting in the Colosseum. And I'm not putting him down by any means. Glorious. But he wasn't a king. that actually ruled a country and made decisions for the country that were really fucking important. Okay? So, yeah. Anyways, big things coming up. A few more days, 5 days, until Market Cypher Mike Perry puts Jake Paul on his ass. He is the underdog by a lot. And so I'm going to go and put, a good few stacks on our boy. 25% off with code PLATINUM until the night of the fight. And I don't know, maybe I'll see you guys in a few hours live here. Thank you.